All right, so let's talk a little bit about KDP Wizard and why I love using KDP Wizard. So first of all, there's a lot of functionality with KDP Wizard. It will take a lot of videos. They do have a great YouTube channel that has a bunch of tutorials. Rick does a great job of really going into detail on that, so you can check that out. But I also like to just kind of take my own spin on things and be able to do my own reviews of different products and all that, so you can kind of see how I'm using it. But with KDP Wizard, as far as from a listing perspective, if you open a new tab, or if you open 5 tabs at a time, even better. If you can tell, this one is blank, so I would need to start, putting a listing here. But let's say you're doing a specific type of book. I have an example book here to show you. So this book, I just recently did this for an e-commerce conference, Thrifting Planner, really just lines. So let's just say that I'm going to do a bunch of them like this. I have a basically what I can do with it is I select it like I did here. And then when I select off of it, it's going to populate it for me. So if you notice, if I go back to the page, it's already all there. The name of the book is there. Subtitle went there. The author information, even the HTML type description, and then I can also save this profile. So that way for the future, I can utilize this description again. So it serves as like a little profile. I can, enter something here, and I can save that. So the next time I can go to the select description profile, it's a drop down, and I can go ahead and pick it. So I can kind of mix and match. Now, what I would use that for would be if you're listing, let's say 20 of the same type of book, whether it be a prayer journal, let's say, and you're going to list 20 of those, you're testing the market with that. Maybe you don't want the subtitle and the keywords and the description to be all the same. Maybe you want to A/B test a little bit. That's what I do. Split it up a little bit. Maybe have about, 10 of them, 5 to 10 of them are going to be one set of description or keywords. Description doesn't matter as much, I suppose, but the keywords do in subtitle. And then you can mix it up and have different one for another one. So that's where this comes in handy, to save different profiles like that. So it populated all this for me. Same thing for the keyword profile. So then I can kind of name this, prayer journal 1. So that way I know this is the keyword set 1 for that type of journal that I'm doing. I would hit save. And the next time that I list this exact one, then I'm going to see, I'm going to see that as an option or the other one. So again, you can see that, all the keywords got put in, everything like that. Categories was also put in. Couple other things about categories with KDP Wizard. Let's just say that I want to do a different category. They have a nice category search, so I can click that. And let's say I wanted to look for business. I can search it rather than having to go through that drop down. So it gives me all kinds of options here that I can choose for this. I'm going to say e-commerce, let's say, for this one, and pick that one as being an option. All right, and then maybe I want to do, I don't know, let's just go with that one. So now I have a couple of categories there that I can do, and everything is good to go. So very easy to list. And again, if I had 5 tabs open, then I can just do this 5 times and change the subtitle. I'm obviously going to change the title for the different books and everything, but I can list pretty quickly, as you can see. And then when I hit save and continue, same thing. It can populate that next page from that other, from that book. All right, so it's assigning an ISBN automatically, black and white, so it has all that automatically as well. And then I'm going to go ahead and upload a manuscript. Now, the nice thing about KDP Wizard is if I have uploaded an interior for, similar to this that I want to use, I don't have to upload it again. I can just select it here. And if I'm on a Mac, I would just download it real quick and re-upload it in case you don't know where it is. Or I can just, if you're on Windows, you can hit copy and it would go ahead and copy that. And you don't have to, re-upload it or anything like that. Same goes for the book cover. So you can store your book covers in KDP Wizard so you don't have to worry about that. So you do all this, launch previewer like you normally would. I'm not going to do that right now for the sake of time, but you get the point. When you get to the next screen, it also populates the price and all that, and you can save pricing profiles and things like that as well. So That means that KDP Wizard, when it comes to listing, can also be very fast and, really get you, listing 4, 5, 6, 7, tabs at a time, books at a time, and then you can make small changes. You can save these profiles. That way you can make it a lot faster to upload any times after that. So any questions on KDP Wizard, let me know. Right now, for a limited time, you can get 30% off by using my code that's going to be below. And it's a great tool, whether it's for listing new books, managing all your books, because once you get to the point where you have 4, 5, 6, 700 books listed, I mean, even a couple hundred books, it gets pretty hard to manage them. KDP only has, so much functionality in terms of like search and everything like that. And with this program, you can get very, very specific on your, search and everything. So, you got the advanced search here. I can search for books by price and bring them up. I can bring them up like by number of sales. Any books that have more than 10 sales, more than 50, less than 10, anything like that. I can also look for certain keywords. I can look by category. I can look by, the author name, all kinds of things. And I can look for books with reviews, which is pretty nice because it's hard to track that with regular KDP. So if I can, if I want, I can look for books with just, a certain amount of reviews and all that. So you can do a lot of different crazy things here. When you select books, I'll do these. You can also do generate store. So let's say I want to generate store with those two. We're going to say US Marketplace. I'm not putting associate ID, but you can put your Amazon associate ID there, so that way you can get affiliate credit as well. So if you're doing any social media or anything like that, here's what it looks like that. It's prettier than the regular listings. So right here you have, these books like this. So if you had a list of like 4 or 5 of them or anything like that, this is what they would look like. And these are a couple of sample books that I did recently. That's why they're priced at $3, because I'm the one that bought them myself and all that. And no, I didn't get the author copies because I needed Prime delivery, so I had to lower the prices to do that. So that's how that works in doing that. So there's a lot of functionality here with KDP Wizard. Another great feature that I like with KDP Wizard is I can also batch edit these books. So if I want to edit these 2 books, whatever it is I want to edit in them, if I click this batch edit, I have them 2 selected, and it can be 3, 4, 5, 6 of them. I can click on batch edit, and now it just opened up the 2 windows where I can edit these. So now it brings me directly there. So this is very useful, because think about what just happened. You can do an advanced search and look for books that are priced a certain way, or a certain author or brand name of yours, and then you can batch edit them all because you want to change something. You want to look at the keywords, or maybe you want to look at the price or something like that. Now, of course, we cannot change the title and subtitle. That's kind of locked in, but everything else is fair game that you can change and edit and tweak, so you can kind of test out your books. So that feature to me is very important, to have that batch edit option, as well as listing over to Barnes & Noble, which I'm going to have more on that in the very near future. So any questions on KDP Wizard, let me know. And for right now, I just want to do this quick video to just kind of show you guys a little bit of the functionality and why I get very excited about what KDP Wizard does for me.